Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Buster Rainbow Six Siege. Today we're myth-busting Flores and his explosive drone. Let me run you through the basics of this thing. So he's got 4 of these drones, for the moment anyway, on the test server, and he can deploy them and drive them around. However, the drones cannot be stopped, they keep moving forward no matter what. But as soon as you hit the detonation button, they do stop, go into bulletproof mode where they cannot be meleeed or shot. And then after 3 seconds they will explode. Now you can also just drive them around until the timer runs down, and again they go into detonation mode, and 3 seconds later they will explode. Now the drones also give off a lot of warnings. There's a threat indicator that even shows up through walls to allow the enemy to run away from them. And most likely this guy's going to be good for taking out enemy utility like Jaeger's active defense and Wamai's, because you can just drive right past them and then potentially explode, destroying those defender gadgets along with stuff like bandit batteries or Kaid's electric claws. But let's get into testing some of the myths around this guy. Flores' drone can survive Aruni's lasers. So of course Aruni's lasers, they absolutely fry everything that goes into them, including players. But you can see if we jump to the drone in, it just gets destroyed instantly. And this is of course how you would expect it to work. But if you go into detonation mode, which actually puts the drone into bulletproof mode, then it survives. Now of course it's going to blow up afterwards, but technically it does survive traveling through those lasers, so that is confirmed, even if it goes boom boom afterwards. Flores' drone is just a NITRO on wheels, so of course this is a drone that can blow up. And presumably some of the parameters have been brought across from other gadgets in Rainbow Six Siege in order to create this. Like Glaz's sniper rifle was actually used to create the Bosch G originally, and that's why the Bosch G could shoot through like plain windows and stuff in the test server. So I went and I compared the NITRO detonation to that of the drone and found them to make exactly the same hole. Like literally it is exactly the same size. But not only that, I went in and I actually tested the explosive gadget destruction radius as well by setting up a repeatable test where I could just throw multiple C4s and multiple drones to see how big that destruction would be to take out gadgets, and found it again to be exactly the same. It is just a carbon copy of the NITRO but with wheels, so that is confirmed. Mozzi's PEST can stop the detonation of Flores' drone. Now I showed in my early access video for this season that unfortunately Mozzi cannot take over the drone and actually use it. And it'd be kind of cool if he could like maybe take it over and just use it as an observation tool, or just kind of disable the bomb. That would be sweet. But unfortunately that isn't the case. It just self-destructs the drone in a safe way. But when you captured it in the early build when it was detonating, you wouldn't stop it detonating, it would still explode. However, that has been changed in one of the patches for the test server, and means that you can now shoot the PEST at a drone that is detonating and actually stop it. This is really cool, and actually Mozzi is the only operator who can stop it when it's in that detonation mode, not just with the PEST but with another way as well. But that is confirmed. Mute tricking Flores' drone. Now this is totally useless. I'm just having it in here for just so we have everything. I guess you could literally use it, I just wouldn't recommend it. But if you do see a Flores drone coming, you can just drop down a mute jammer instead of trying to destroy it, or I guess it would stop it exploding, so maybe that's handy. But certainly you can actually put down your mute jammer quick enough to disrupt it and then not have it detonate unless the mute jammer gets taken out. But certainly it's confirmed. Now of course it's disappointing that Mozzi cannot take over and actually control Flores' drone, but if you take over Twitch's drone, of course you can shoot the drone and destroy it. However, there's something that I wasn't expecting. So when the drone goes into its bulletproof explosive mode, where it can literally only be destroyed by another explosive, well, I found it really surprising that if Mozzi takes over a Twitch drone, he can just destroy it in bulletproof mode. Like obviously Twitch drone cannot destroy bulletproof gadgets ever, but here we go. We have a gadget that's bulletproof and of course highly explosive, and he can just stop it by shooting it with the Twitch drone. Now of course you'd have to have both of them on attack at the same time. Mozzi would have to be lucky enough to get one of those drones from Twitch, but if he does, he has more than enough time to take out those drones and just completely wipe out that utility without any risk to himself, which is really cool. So that is confirmed. Using mute to get Flores to kill the hostage. So this is an actual tactic you can use, and simply you put down a jammer next to the hostage. If Flores accidentally gets too close, his drone gets jammed, and the blast radius is so big that all that has to happen after that is you destroy your own jammer. The drone will then detonate, killing the hostage. So if you do go into a casual match and it's hostage, just put down a single jammer next to the hostage just in case. If he accidentally gets too close, then you have a way of actually taking that hostage out with Flores' drone without him having any way to stop it. Meleeing the drone when it's in detonation mode. So you can melee this drone if it's not in detonation mode. It's very vulnerable to just about anything. But when it goes into its bulletproof mode, you cannot melee it. Now, normally in Rainbow Six Siege, and of course this makes no sense whatsoever, but if you have a bulletproof gadget, you can usually walk up to it and just melee it and destroy it. Even though of course your melee should not have the force of a bullet. But yeah, when you actually get this drone into its bulletproof mode, it cannot be meleeed whatsoever. So that is confirmed. It is immune to melee when it's in that detonation sequence. You can destroy Flores' drone with explosives. Now, the kind of thing here is, of course, is it worth destroying an explosive with another explosive, even if it is a smaller radius? But certainly, if you've got impact grenades, you can easily take these drones out quickly. You can do it with the nitro cell as well, but that's like really risky to do. And you can take it out doing like tricks over walls and stuff, but even though it's confirmed, I would not really recommend this at all, unless maybe you can get it spot on and save some of your gadgets. Although, he's got 3 other drones to come after that. Flores can destroy castle barricades. So yeah, there's not really anything to take away from this. This is, you know, it's explosive, and castle is pretty vulnerable to just about anything. Now, I guess you certainly could put a mute on the other side of the castle. This would help in reducing the amount of castles that get blown up. But unfortunately for castle, it is confirmed yet another gadget that takes out his barricade very, very easily. You can have all 4 drones out at the same time. So say for instance we have the diffuser down here. What Flores can do is actually drop down his drones, immediately get out with a camera and just let them continue to move forward because they don't stop moving. So you can just leave them to run out, making a potential minefield for the defenders to get through to actually get to your diffuser. This is scary for defenders, I would say, and it's a good little way of just throwing these out, and of course you can still be on your gun, so you can still shoot at anyone attempt to get to you as well. So yeah, I love this, and that is confirmed. So there we go guys, that is a range of tests with the new operator Flores and his drone. And he's actually a touch more complicated than I thought he was going to be, but he's still a very, very simple operator. You're not going to have to learn too much to actually play this guy. He's also not particularly powerful as well. You would expect him with 4 explosive drones to actually be quite a powerful character, and although he definitely can take out quite a chunk of enemy utility, for the most part, there's a lot of other operators that might be more useful in his place. So I'm curious how he's actually going to fit into the meta over the long term, but I'm assuming he's not going to be a super powerful operator at release. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if I missed anything in my testing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.